that's a disappointment. I think I drained the battery. Okay, so, I don't know how these things happen and how my shop gets this screwed up.
Why does this keep happening to me?
In such a short period of time. But it does. So what we're gonna have to do is clean the garage again. Unfortunately, as you heard in the prequel, the battery died. If you remember the last video I did, you remember that I said, hey, I think these cameras are live. Well, guess what? They probably are. So now I'm gonna have to figure out a way to not make them live. So I'm gonna take the power post off, or the ground post off, whichever one's easiest, of the front camera, and leave it disconnected so it doesn't run the battery down, and then I'll have to figure out a remote switching method to get that sorted out. The backup light switch is probably the ticket. So when you put that on the backup, it hits power and that comes on. If I can run those up to a switch where I can turn the power on and off for all the cameras, that will make it easier. And I think that's probably the ticket. So the rest of the day, I think as soon as I can get the Range Rover started, I'm going to...
Does anyone know a ghost story?
Okay, I was teasing my grandson Logan that we had ghosts in the shop, but it's just the wind blowing through the window. We have a cool front to hit today. Instead of 106, it's 96. So good thing there. Okay, so that's fun. Also fun is when the trapdoor spiders make a spider house out of one of the gun barrels you're working on one of the firearms you've been playing with. So that's fair. So yeah, I haven't been out here in quite a while, so you can see that the spiders are showing up. Yay. Okay, that's it for now. Let's get started on the cleanup, and then we'll go forward after I can get the truck out of the way. There it is. All right, welcome back. This is probably going to be a multi-parter. It's still morning and it's 100 in here already. It's hot in Oklahoma this week and last week. It's going to be over 100 today, outside air. And as you're aware, it's ridiculously warm in this shop. So in my research, I'm researching installation for the shop. I'll talk more about that when I get ready to pull the trigger. But today, the goal is to start and possibly finish installing, boom! Yeah, installing a exhaust fan. So what we're gonna attempt to do here with louvers, what we're gonna attempt to do here is pull the hot air out of here. And right there where the OHS and iNet PC's license plate is where that's gonna go. I pulled the scaffold out of the other garage, and we're going to attempt to put that up there, so at least some air is moving in here, and we'll try to equalize the temperature outside with the temperature inside. We have radiant heat from the walls, so whenever that gets hot, it just radiates in here and it's baking us. And you've heard me complain about it in many videos if you're a frequent flyer. So we're going to try to mitigate that as long as I can survive today. So we're gonna get started at least, and then see what else we can well, I'm not see what else. We're gonna get started. I may be back this evening when it's dark out here doing more because it'll cool off a little bit.
Time to be a man. You got hair on your peaches or what?
So, all right, I'm gonna get started. Not sure how much of this is gonna get on video for you, but maybe the major parts. All right.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
Danger's my middle name.
I guess we're committed now. Oh, that's got some pucker factor to it, kids. Cutting a hole in the wall. Unsurprised I'm even willing to do this. But yeah, all right, we got it. All right, so the hole's there. We should probably dry fit and see if that works. I'm not gonna be able to film that because it's heavy and I probably need somebody holding this ladder. So we're gonna do that off camera. Okay, got the blocks installed, kind of. I'm not, because it's really hot up there, I'm not sure that tape's sticking and that's not good, but I put some liquid nails on the back side of the boards and on that, hoping that it will hold to the frame of the fan, and then I can drive these bad boys right here with a washer, pole barn nails, from the back side over here through where I poked holes. So you can see a hole there and there and way up there. So that's basically where we're at on that. I'll need to I'll need to get up there and do that as soon as that liquid nails kind of sets up. I don't know, maybe tonight. We're going to welcome the racers tonight, which is where they introduced the football teams for the city at the stadium. And I got 2 boys walking. So Logan's in flag and Lucas is playing tackle, and he'll be probably a guard. on the offensive fifth grade team. So we're excited about that, and we want to go and participate. It's going to be crazy hot, and we're going to walk over, so we'll be drenched in sweat when we get back. So probably a good reason to go to swimming pool. All right, so this is where we stand for now. As soon as we get that finished up there, I've got to run some electrical. This is going to be weird. So the electrical is going to need to be a box, which I bought, and then it has a temp ratings to turn the fan on at certain temperatures. So we're going to set that probably dead center like that, and it'll come on when it's that temperature, and it'll blow full blast, because I'll probably just turn it back a little bit, but and then you turn it on and off with this lovely, and then you plug the fan into the bottom of this, and this into a box, which I need to hang up there. So that's where it is right now. It's creeping up on 120 in here, so I'm gonna call it an afternoon and go sit in the air conditioning for a few minutes and get some fluids. So that's where we're at. It's sub-Saharan hot here. We had a thunderstorm roll in on Friday afternoon, and it dropped just enough water to make it humid. But that evening it was actually kind of fall-like temperatures for a couple of hours before the clouds peeled away and the heat came back. So that's where we're at. Okay, that's what I got now. More later, might be tomorrow, I'm not sure. But I gotta leave that door up there, at least till those nails set up, liquid nails. There just really wasn't any other way to do this job, honestly. So, okay, all right, that's it. Stop, Mom. Okay, I'm waiting on Rooster to come and hold the boards on the back side so that I can do this. Boards on the back side, so I can screw it in from the front side. That's where we are right now. I really want to turn that on and see if it actually lowers the temperature in here. I think it will. At least it won't be 1,000,000. If I could get it to the same temperature outside, it would be almost pleasant in here, 100 degrees. If I could get it to the same temp as outside, that'd be great. But yeah, this radiant heat in here is just brutal. It says 108 on this fancy one here. It's 108. My breath is moving the humidity. How crazy is that? So yeah, it's hot in here. All right, I got my stuff. Get out. Let's do the top ones first. So place that forward, back, and cover the 2 holes that I got light in, right?
Doesn't matter as long as the board's over it.
Well, that's probably a good reason why it doesn't work. Their solder joint is trash. Trash, I say!
It's trash.
Ow! Ugh.
disappointed.
I am very disappointed!
Yeah, so this really restricts, even on full blast, it really restricts the speed of the fan. It's not blowing full blast when I have this on it. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah, I may ask for my money back on that one. Have a good week.